Hi everyone, welcome back. Today we're gonna see practice report 9 flip-flops. So we are using Quartus Prime. We are using the same three libraries as usual. We are using the stdlogic 1164, the stdlogic ARITH, and the stdlogic unsigned. The entity's name is FF, representing flip-flops. We have two inputs that are the clock and the reset. We're using the same base as the clock divider as the previous videos we showed. We have as output the clock out, and we have four more inputs. We have the S, the R, the D, and the T. That are the flip-flops. And for each one of them, we have the corresponding outputs. There are the Q0, Q0N. We have the Q1 and the Q1N, Q1 not. Okay, we have the Q2 and the Q2 not. And that's everything for the entities behavior, name. We have now the architecture behavior. We have a signal, the clock temp, the same again as the clock divider, and the same alias. Now we have signal temp 0, temp 1, and temp 2. What else? We have a process named flip-flop SR, and it's using as parameters the clock new and temp 0. So we have the begin. If rising edge as the parameter clock new, if this is true, then it's going to go with the this if S equals 0 and R equals 0. If this is true, then temp 0 is going to have the value of temp 0. Else if S is 0 and R is 0, then temp 0 is going to have the value of 0. If select is 1 and R is 0, then temp 0 is going to have the value of 1. And if. And that's going to be for the Q0 and the Q0N. They are going to have the values of temp 0 and not temp 0 because this is the not. Something similar happens here with the flip-flop D. We have the same rising edge, and if this is true, then it's going to have the value of temp1 as the D. And if. And Q1 is going to have the value of temp1, and Q1 not is going to have the value of temp1 not. End process of the flip-flop D. Now we have the final one, and it's the flip-flop T, and it's going to have the parameters as well as the other two. But in this case, we're using the temp2 because this is the last one. And if this is true, then T is going to have the value of 0, and temp2 is going to have the value of temp2. Else, temp2 is going to have the value of temp2 not. So it's going to switch between 1 and 0 here. That's everything for the .bht. Now let's go with the .bht. This is auto-generated, and this is just for simulation purposes. So if you want to run this and see if it's working properly, you have to scroll down until you see this part over here that says init process variable declarations begin code that executes only once. So you have to put the inputs S, R, D, and T, and you have just to put any sequence you want. In my case, I went from 0, 0, 0, 0 all up to 1, 1, 1, 1. So that's a 15, 0 to 15. And in every case, we're using a wait for 180 nanoseconds. So that's it. There's no mystery about that. See you on the on the FPGA.
Hi everyone, today we're gonna see how the flip-flops T, S, and D work. The first one is on the switch 1 and it's the toggle, the flip-flop T. Here's the switch number 1. So if I pull up the switch number 1, it's going to change between 1 and 0, as you can see there. So it's toggling between 1 and 1, 1, 1. It's switching the LED number 0 and the switch number 1. Now let's go with the second one. Is the flip-flop D, and it's on the switch number 4. Here's the switch. If I pull this down, it's going to switch to the LED number 3, and if I pull it up again, it's going to switch again to the LED number 4. So I need to switch between up and down so the LED can change between those two numbers. So if I pull it down, it's going to switch back to the LED number 3. That's for the flip-flop D. Now let's go with the flip-flop S, and it's on the switch number 7. So let's go here. As you can see, the switch is already up. If I pull it down, it's not going to change the LED until I pull up the LED number, the switch number 6. This is because the switch number 6 is the R. So if I pull it up, it's going to switch to that LED. If I pull it down, it's not going to light the LED number 7 until I pull it up. There you go. So that's that for that flip-flop. And let's see what else. Well, yeah, this right here is the reset. So if I pull it up, it's going to stop everything because it's not a push button. It's always selected on reset, so everything is like stop. So if I pull it down, let me show you. This is going to change between those two, and if I pull it up, it's going to stay there like in stop motion. So that's everything. Thank you so much for watching this. See you.